Hello everybody, welcome back to a video, and today I am going to be finishing the Aston Martin Valkyrie AMR Pro and Aston Martin Vintage GT3 set. Last time I started building the main car of the set, the AMR, which means I'm building the Vintage GT3 today. I built the first bag of the 2-bag car last time, so yeah, this is a small issue. The back falls off. So without further ado, let's get into this. This is going to be bags 3 and 4. All right. So, few discussion points for this video. I have a new idea that for a monthly series that I'm going to attempt, and I also am going to be I'm also going to be discussing I'm just going to be talking about some other random stuff. So I guess I should actually start with what is this monthly series that I am thinking about. Well, it's since this year is the 60th anniversary of Doctor Who's first episode airing, I'm actually going to be doing from May through November, at least attempting to do a Doctor Who video per month. I've already got all of them planned out. It will be a one Doctor Who list video per month, culminating in the grand conclusion, which is going to be a surprise. Should I say what it is? I kind of want to say what it is, but I also want to leave it as a surprise. You know what? I'm just going to say what it is. It's going to culminate in my favorite episodes list, which, one reason I'm doing that is in case any other missing episodes show up that I haven't seen yet. It's only going to include the stories I've seen up to that point. So, probably won't include stuff like the Daleks master plan. But it will include stories that I have seen, and it's only going to be the ones that were actually televised. That way I'm not going to be including stuff like Time of the Daleks, which was a Big Finish audio drama. Bring that one up specifically because I actually listened to it, and it was actually really good. McGann had a couple of, he has several audio dramas. I've listened to a few of them, including The Chimes of Midnight, probably his most popular one. And I think that, I think ultimately his best is Time of the Daleks. Would highly recommend that one. But this is only going to look at the TV stories. So audio dramas, not going to count those for simplicity. Also, it's going to be a lot of different ones. I'm not going to say what they're all going to be, but they're going to cover a wide variety of subjects from the show's history. I think I will tell you the inaugural one, the first one, which is going to be the Regeneration stories. That's going to be the first one, which I've watched all the televised ones. And yeah, I know. I've not listened to The Brink of Death. I'll probably do a separate review for that one. Yeah, The Brink of Death will get a separate review video when I listen to it. So maybe that'll take the priority spot for one of these installments. But you know, I don't know if it will or not. There'll still be regular content. I'm just gonna add some Doctor Who stuff to it. Oh wait. Okay. But yeah, there'll be some more list videos, and I have a couple of ideas for what the series will be called. Yeah, if I decide to change it, that will be something that gets brought up. I'm really trying to think, because it's going to be a few months. It's going to be 7 months. I'm trying to figure out something to do with 7 and 60. Because it's the 60th anniversary this year. And I want to have some sort of nod to the fact that it's going to be, you know, a very short time span. Apart from that, Paramount Plus recently got Scream 6, and so, you know, I had to watch it again. Still remains my favorite movie in the series. I guess that's a spoiler for my Scream movie rankings, if you haven't seen those yet. But yeah, the Scream 6 was just fantastic. And I still stand by the points that I made, which is it has a very good story, really good plot. Is it kind of a rehash of Scream? So is it kind of a rehash of Scream 2? Maybe a little bit, but it does the whole family vengeance thing better, in my opinion. Because one, I think Dermot Mulroney, I forgot the actress's name that plays Quinn. Quinn and of course Jack Champion. They were very menacing, and also they might have hidden in a hint to a potential Army of Ghostface plot in that movie, where I put that on the wrong part. But they put in a line where, you know, you hear a news report say sales of the Ghostface costume have spiked. Could that be a hint to Stu returning with an army of ghost faces? Probably not. But something to think about. But that is just a detail I noticed that I don't think anyone had pointed out. Speaking of details, unless I'm going crazy here, I was watching a video on the Loki season finale, and I realized that there's that one scene right when spoilers for Loki if you haven't seen it yet, where Sylvie is about to push Loki through the TVA time door. The musical cue in that scene is, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but doesn't it sound like the musical cue from Pirates of the Caribbean when Jack Sparrow and Elizabeth Swann are escaping the Flying Dutchman? I mean, to me, it genuinely sounded like that. It was like, oh shoot, how have I never picked up on that before? Because I've actually watched that finale a few times. Now, it could just be the fact that they changed the soundtrack for the video, but I don't know, to me, it honestly made it seem like that was the case. So that was just an interesting thing that I picked up on. No, I don't think that means that I don't think that means that Jack Sparrow will show up in Secret Wars. That would be hilarious. Just seeing Jack Sparrow interact with, I don't know, Moon Knight. I'm picking the most random character in my head. That would be really funny, but I don't think it would happen. But an out there prediction I do think could happen for Secret Wars, I was going to make an entire video on this, but then I went to research and I actually could not find what made me initially think about this, which is Deadpool 3's biggest cameo might actually be the return of Paul McGann as the 8th Doctor. Yeah, sit tight. This is a weird one. So, look, obviously, this could actually be an opportunity for Deadpool to make fun of the fact that, Doctor Who has gotten, over almost 60 years at this point of TV time, whereas Deadpool has not gotten a TV show about him. That could be Deadpool's plan in Deadpool 3 is to get a Deadpool TV show made. I don't know, I'm just spitballing a random idea here. I don't know. But actually, I read somewhere that the Doctor was actually in X-Men comics in the 80s. I read that. I saw that somewhere, and now I can't find any evidence of that actually happening. It's just an interesting thought that occurred to me that, this would be the ultimate cameo because it would be the last one anyone would suspect, and Deadpool being Marvel's king of meta, could honestly be kind of funny for began to show up as the Doctor. I've had another plot formulating in the back of my brain, which is the TVA is supposed to be involved in Deadpool 3. What if the ultimate subversion of everyone's expectations is they don't arrest Deadpool, but they want to actually hire Deadpool to work for them? To actually basically do what Loki does in Loki, track down an evil variant. Except, here's the twist, it's an actual evil variant. Not one that ultimately, the main character sides with. No, it's straight up evil Deadpool. And then the movies, one of the movie's big meta jokes is that, Loki managed to not. The evil variant in Loki wasn't actually evil. So, maybe the whole movie he's thinking the same thing about this variant. Only to be like, oh, nope, the TVA was actually right on this one. It is actually an evil variant. I don't know, that kind of seems like a fun plot. Of course, there's the recent leak about the X-Force. And my response to that is, why not have it be a multiversal X-Force team? TVA is like, all right, look, here's the deal. We'll give you infinite resources to hunt down this variant, because this variant is going around and causing incursions. And so Deadpool gets to pick his own team. He gets to pick that star-studded cast. And his first pick is Wolverine. But here's the best plot twist. They actually haven't been able to prune any Wolverines. This is one last opportunity to poke fun at the ridiculousness of Fox's X-Men timeline before they before they destroy that reality. Whatever happens to get Deadpool in the MCU. But I mean, my mind is that is a great idea to actually have it be a subversion of Loki. Is to have it be where Deadpool thinks, well, they actually didn't have the evil variant when Loki was hired by you guys, so why would I get one? And so the whole movie, you're questioning, is the variant actually evil? Or is it going to be another Sylvie situation? Not exactly, like Sylvie, but you get the point. Is this actually a variant that can be trusted? Not a fully fleshed out plot prediction, but I do actually have a prediction for the post-credit scene, which is Loki will show up, and Mobius as well, and Deadpool, Loki, and Mobius will all ride jet skis. Because let's be honest, this is the perfect location to have Mobius ride a jet ski is in Deadpool. Maybe they could even confirm something I heard on the internet. Theory. I feel like it's a theory I heard and not one I came up with, which is someone suggested that Mobius is non-pruned self was actually a jet ski salesman. I heard that somewhere, and now I can't think of where I heard it. That is just a funny idea. But I just think that they can, confirm, they can finally give Mobius his jet ski riding lesson. Maybe that's what Deadpool gets. He gets to, in order to, what he thinks is saving his universe, because the TVA will be like, oh yeah, we have the technology to save your timeline. Just get this variant. Mobius adds in, and teach me how to ride a jet ski. There you go. The post-credit scene is Mobius finally getting his jet ski. I don't know why. I just think it would be funny to have that be the closing moment of Deadpool 3. Is just Tom Hiddleston, Owen Wilson, and Ryan Reynolds just on jet skis. My big question is Mobius going to make it to Secret Wars? I mean, I feel like Mobius was one of the best new Phase 4 characters. But is this the best way to go down that rabbit hole of, because they could have him show up in post-multiverse saga content, but they're going to have to do a lot of explaining for why, why is the TVA still needed? So, I want to see Mobius make it through. But something's telling me that I feel like he'll make it through Loki and hopefully Deadpool 3. But I don't know if he's gonna make it through Kang Dynasty and Secret Wars. But yeah, I feel like that could be a fun route to go down for Deadpool's trilogy concluder. It's just, maybe it's Mobius joins the X-Force in their main mode is time traveling jet skis. Because I have a feeling that people will not be too happy if the multiverse saga ends and Mobius does not ride a jet ski. But for something that seems kind of ridiculously funny, I think Deadpool 3 is probably going to be their best bet for where they can include that. So I feel like they're going to go with the trilogy capper for Deadpool for Mobius on a jet ski. But I mean, this is just, I think Deadpool 3 in general is going to be fun. And you know what? It would be honestly the biggest prank Ryan Reynolds could pull if he could trick everyone into believing that the TVA is going to have this big role in Deadpool 3 and it's a cameo. That would honestly be really funny. But I mean, back to how I got onto this topic. I mean, it's Deadpool. They can have literally anyone they want from any franchise and just explain it away through Deadpool's ability to break the fourth wall. You want to have the Doctor from Doctor Who show up, like I said? Boom, done. You know, if you want to get some mainline MCU actors, you know, boom, variants. I mean, it's the multiverse. And the most meta character. Sky's the limit, really. I mean, people complained about Doctor Strange not having enough cameos. You can have this movie be cameo central. And then, you know, have it be the end of the Fox universe. I mean, honestly, I read somewhere that Deadpool 3 should show an incursion. But I would hate to see, I think everyone would kind of hate to see the Fox universe get destroyed via an incursion. It might be a little bit too mean-spirited for, you know, Kevin Feige and the rest of Marvel Studios to pull off, and also Ryan Reynolds. While Ryan Reynolds was famous before, I think it was really Deadpool that made him famous. You know, a household, full-on household name. But I mean, that's just my quick thought on Deadpool plot predictions. It seems as if I'm missing a piece. Well, that's not good. Let me see. Yes, some of these aren't needed, so they just, for example, give you a bunch of these. So I'm gonna use one of those black ones. But I mean, yeah, look. I mean, can you really? I mean, we're talking about Deadpool here. I mean, really, it is a case of the sky is the limit when you talk about what cameos could this movie bring. I mean, you could have him meet up with a live action cast of Toy Story and it be believable. You know, Hugh Jackman with Wolverine, you know, meeting Wolverine. That would be awesome. But I mean, you know, I'm just saying, they really can do anything and say, I mean, why not? You know, there's no reason why none of those predictions and cameos and little guest appearances can't happen. I mean, if you wanted to. I mean, it's going to be a multiverse movie. Why don't you feature cameos that you might not be planning on featuring in Secret Wars? Maybe you can include Eric Bana Hulk. Deadpool can literally pull anyone. So maybe he, finds out about the lack of cameos in Multiverse of Madness and it's like, you know what, my movie's going to have more cameos. Let me bring in all these people. I genuinely think Deadpool can do that because of his ability to break the fourth wall. I mean, I'm just saying that it really is a why not kind of thing when you're talking about Deadpool in the multiverse. I mean, I think it's just going to be a fun movie in general. And honestly, with the exception of Guardians 3, probably the upcoming Marvel movie I'm looking forward to the most. When it comes to other projects apart from 3, Guardians 3, really looking forward to Secret Invasion. Finally, Nick Fury is getting his own Marvel project in general. This is something that should have happened a long time ago. Because Samuel L. Jackson, probably the biggest star the MCU has, or maybe has ever had. So yeah, it's just kind of wild to think. Yeah, this is his first solo project. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Not expecting that one to go crazy on the cameos. But one teaser has teased the return of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. character Melinda May. Please bring Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. something to the main timeline. Please, Marvel. Yes, I am doing a sort of Obi-Wan Kenobi voice. But I mean, come on. I loved Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. One of the best Marvel projects, in my opinion. So, I mean, I would love to see some of them. Maybe not Clark Gregg. That's a cameo. I feel like if they're holding off on something, it should wait for Secret Wars. Because imagine that reunion. Phil Coulson meets up with the Avengers again. He's going to have to explain that. He's like, oh, yeah, by the way, Fury used alien blood to bring me back from the dead and didn't tell any of you. I think that would be hilarious to see. That is something because I really do want this to sort of rectify the fact no Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. things showed up in Endgame, and the fact that no repercussions from the snap happened in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I like to believe that it's the same timeline, but that is extremely lucky that they all survived the snap. So maybe they could explain it by saying that it's a time, maybe that it's a slightly different timeline. Still kind of hinting to that. Some of the events did happen. Maybe, for example, a walking dead guy. Actually, now that I think about it, they could have some of these Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. people show up in Deadpool 3. And with that, I actually put this piece in the wrong spot. But I mean, Deadpool loved making fun of Fox's timeline. Well, shoot, I think I might have messed this up. And I did not get a brick separator. All right, well, yeah, I'm gonna have to fix this. This video is getting a little lengthy, so I think I'm gonna have to end it here. And then I'm not gonna do a part 3. I'll just show the finished product in a separate video. But that is it for this video, unfortunately. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.